Okay. We're live. We're live. Welcome, everybody, to the Cloud English Podcast. Here again on Saturday, where we're going to be talking about, well, I don't know. We'll see. Birthday stuff, I guess? Maybe a little bit? I'm here with Mushroom today. Hey, Mushroom. Synchronized sip. Do you have milk in yours?
No.
I've recently started putting a little bit of milk in my coffee. I usually don't. I usually drink it black, but recently just a little bit of milk is nice. A little bit of whole milk. Okay. Well, welcome everybody. As the title suggests, I misspelled it, but I think I've corrected it. I originally posted it as Turing instead of turning, but I think now it's turning. We're going to be talking about, well, today's not actually, I do have another thing to share with you, Mushroom.
Yeah.
Big update. Yeah. Maybe I can tell you after.
No, you can.
It has to do with a thing, though.
What's the thing?
The car. Hey.
Today is the day.
Well, so we ordered a car.
Tell me what's going on.
Okay, this is what happened. We ordered a car.
You tell me first, and then
we were waiting. No, I'll tell you as I explain. So, there's a supply chain shortage at the moment, a very big one, and that means that a lot of things are very delayed. For example, when we got our house, it took 6 or 8 months for our refrigerator to arrive, which is insane. So we were living in our house for over a month with no refrigerator, no oven, and no dishwasher. So then we've had the same car for a long time. We decided to order a new car, and so we ordered it, and they said it would be a while.
What's the update?
So they've been sending texts. It left the factory. It's on the boat, and I just got a text this morning right before that says, "Good morning, Luke. Your car should be arriving today." But then says, "I'm hoping Monday would be a good day for you to pick it up." Actually, I think today would be perfect. So I'm going to call them after this and see if we can go pick it up today. Because that would be awesome, right?
Yeah.
That'd be perfect.
I need to work on Monday.
Right, so do I. I have to work on Monday as well. I mean, I can go get it by myself on Monday if I have to, take a day off. But I would really, really prefer not to. Anyway, so that's happening. That's exciting. Mushroom's got this. How do you spell this?
You got to do the name?
Yeah. Okay, so this is spelled R. I'm an English teacher. Just Rugel. RugelEich. Is that right? Is that a E? Or hold on, let me see if I can spell this. RugelEliach. Oh, that's an ACH. Yeah, so I walked into the bakery section of the supermarket, and I said, "Yeah, can I get 4 rugelach?"
I said the same thing.
Yeah, and she said, "You mean rugula?" So, I'm an English teacher. I don't know. I don't even know how to say it. I think it's probably not an English word, maybe. So I think I deserve a break. But
I think I ordered by myself one that says same thing.
Rugelach?
Rugelach.
I mean, that's how it looks like. It's spelled Rugelach. So yes, today. Well, it's not actually my birthday, but it will be kind of a birthday themed
the celebration
podcast.
day.
Yeah. What?
Nothing.
You said the celebration day. What?
For your birthday.
Yeah. I don't think people can hear you if you're way over there. I mean, you could be over there, but just so you know, if you say stuff over there, you're not going to be heard. I'm going to get a new microphone so that you guys can hear a little bit better. It's really good when I'm just doing one person things that I'm right there by the microphone, but when we're both sort of side by side, I think it's a little hard to hear. The sound is not great. Anyway, So yes, this is my. It's not actually my 50th birthday, but that is in the title. So I don't want to say how. I don't know if I've ever said exactly what my age is. So I always exaggerate. This year, I noticed something, Mushroom. So Mushroom got me a birthday gift this year, a telescope, and I noticed something. This year you got me a telescope. Several years ago, you got me a projector. Several years before that, you got me a camera. Do you notice anything about those three?
Electronics.
They're not only electronics, they all have lenses in them. They all have,
Oh, yeah.
every one of them is the same, is similar in that way. Is that something, is that because you think that that's what I want? Why is that, do you think? How do you decide what to get me for my birthday?
I really didn't think about that pattern actually. I was just the camera. I think I know you like cameras, but maybe not anymore.
I do. I like cameras.
Okay, good to know. And for the projector, I think you were talking about you really want one. And someone supposed to be get one, but we didn't get that. I thought that might be a very good birthday gift for you. And I bought a very huge projector. And then...
Very big, yeah. I used it once.
Right. And then it become one of the decorations to your bookshelf.
Yeah, before, not anymore. But the one cool thing you bought me before that was a very old Leica camera from the 1940s. So during World War II, a Leica camera made in Germany.
I asked one of my friends help me to pick the camera because I know nothing about cameras.
So he just said, Luke will like this? Luke will know how to use this? Is that what he said?
I asked him to find something old and secondhand but still be able to use. It's a pretty old one, but you can still use it, I think.
It's
right?
it's very usable. I took pictures. I haven't actually developed any of the film. I think I took maybe 6 rolls of pictures, and I have maybe 6 rolls of film that's totally undeveloped. But I will eventually get it developed.
When?
It'll be a lot of pictures of Dalian in China. That's what it will be. And Anshan, because that's where I took most of the pictures. Remember, we took a trip there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was taking a bunch of pictures. I have no idea how they're going to look. Actually, yeah, I would recommend if people are getting into photography, instead of starting photography with a digital camera or, for example, using your phone, I would recommend, use film first. If you use a film camera, you can really you can feel the process. You get how the pictures develop and the ISO and what everything means, and then you can actually see the results. It's pretty cool, actually. Have you ever done film photography? No. Okay. So this year, telescope, which is pretty. I can show it.
Huge. I thought it's this big, like a microphone.
You thought it was going to be a microphone?
Right.
It's actually not even that big of a telescope.
Okay.
You want to talk about why you decided on that?
I decided because you said, I want a telescope. I said, okay, I'll buy you one.
That's
on your birthday.
It's a good decision-making process. Okay.
I like things to be a little bit more straightforward since we get married for so long.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think that it's good to have a little bit of mystery when it comes to gifts, right? So, okay, this is actually something that maybe we can get feedback on from others, but if I said I want a telescope for my birthday, if you just said, okay, maybe I'll get you a telescope for your birthday, and then you don't tell me for sure, and then I actually do, I think my joy is going to be more when I get it than if you say in that moment, okay, I'll buy it for you for your birthday. Then I know from that day until my birthday that that's what you're going to get me. There's something, I like a little bit of mystery, maybe. And it would be even worse if you bought it for me, for example, if I said that in July and you bought it in July and you said, this is your birthday gift in July, even though my birthday's in October, then it's no longer a birthday gift. It's just a thing you bought me, right?
Right. Okay, I will try best. I will try.
No,
doing this a
I'm just
little
saying
better.
that's my feeling about gifts. Like last year, what I got you, I didn't want to confirm it 100%.
What did you get to me last year?
The ring.
Oh, the ring.
Yeah, I did.
But in my, actually, to be honest, in my heart, in my mind, I already knew you were gonna buy me this ring because I know everything.
But isn't it better if I don't say 100%? I will buy this for you.
No, I just play with you. I just try.
But what is better? I mean,
I knew you were gonna buy me this ring, and I know you were gonna buy me a ring, and I know you're not gonna tell me. And I was pretending to.
You're just manipulating me.
Exactly. This year, I think I'm doing better. Because I guessed, Luke, are you going to buy me that to my birthday? And
Right.
you said, yes. How did you know it? How did you let me know?
But that's not better. That's worse. There's, I think.
Okay, I think I just need to be a little dumb.
Yes, exactly.
Buying gift things. Okay.
Right.
Like last year, what I've done. I knew, but I don't say that directly.
Did you
right?
really know?
I did. So sorry.
I should have surprised you by not buying it for you. That would have been a surprise.
Oh, yeah.
Next time what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I'm going to make you believe that I'm buying you something and then I won't buy it.
Thanks for letting me know. Now I'm getting ready for that.
Just because I feel like the surprise, there's something about the a little bit mystery that's good for gifts. You know, like if someone says, happy birthday, here's $30, and they hand you $30 or $50, that's terrible. At least it comes in the mail, it's in a card. There's something special about it, a little bit special, instead of just it being a transaction.
I didn't know you're this type of personality, Luke.
Do you not think it's good to have a little bit of mystery around gifts?
I don't know.
Okay, good answer.
I just want to get what I really want to get on my birthday, and that's it. I don't really care about.
You don't care
surprise.
about the surprise.
I don't know if someone, as what I already mentioned many times, if someone trying to propose to me, if you propose to me, I would say no in front of a lot of people. Mm-hmm. I'll destroy that.
Well, I didn't, so.
Even though I do want to marry you, but I still will feel what the heck you're doing right now.
Right. Okay. Well, I would say that's a case where it goes too far. Like, for example, when you see a video of some guy who paid a basketball stadium $10,000 to let him bring his girlfriend into the middle of the basketball court at halftime and propose. There's something so satisfying when she says no and runs away. Did you ever see that video?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know if I could find it, but it's a very big rejection because there are 20,000 people watching. He probably paid a lot of money to do it. They're right in the middle of the basketball court. He says, "Will you marry me?" And it is up on the board. Everyone can see it, and she says no and walks away.
And what other people are
so,
saying? She says no.
I felt great. I thought that was very funny. I thought it was hilarious.
I mean, that's worth that much money actually to know the real answer. But it's a pretty waste.
Humiliating, poor. But I think you should know well in advance if this person is going to say yes or no. And if you're using that big event to try to convince them that they should marry you, that's probably not a good strategy. You need to know before, definitely, that they want to, and then decide how to do it. I don't know. I also don't like big proposals, and even worse is big gender reveals for babies. You know that's a big thing.
In the baby shower?
No, the gender reveal. They'll
What's
do
the gender reveal?
revealing if it's a boy or a girl. They'll do a big thing around it. There have been forest fires started in California because of it. They'll do like a blue firework or something. They'll gather a bunch of people. They'll hire a video team, and they'll do a big reveal, and it will be a blue firework or a pink firework for a girl. But then maybe it'll start a forest fire and burn down a bunch of people's homes. A lot of terrible things have happened because of gender reveals.
Oh, that's called a gender reveal? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's the gender reveal. It's a pretty new...
So you got... The process is you go to the hospital and then to test out if you have a girl or it's a boy.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna celebrate at the end of the day, or they have to pick this...
I don't think it has to be the day they go to the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, in the hospital. They launch fireworks in the hospital.
Do you need that service? Our hospital will provide that.
No, actually, I'll be honest, I'm not sure. I think they're not revealing it to themselves because they were both at the hospital, so they both knew. So I think they're revealing it to maybe their social media, friends and social media, for the world to know it's a girl or it's a boy.
Okay.
Are you interested in seeing what it looks like? Can I just show you one? Gender
Show me what?
reveal.
Oh, I thought the review is RE.
No, not review. Reveal.
All right.
My bad pronunciation. My first time. Let's see. Gone wrong. Okay.
Okay.
Can we check this out?
Yeah.
All right. I'm just going to.
Review. Okay.
2021.
The crisis in Ukraine is horrifying and heartbreaking. The war is tearing families apart and turning neighborhoods into unrecognizable rubble.
Skip the ads,
Millions have
please.
fled Ukraine.
You don't care about
Overwhelmingly women.
You don't care about this? I'm an idiot.
3,
2, 1.
So it's supposed to pop, and there would be dust inside that's blue or green.
sister?
Are you
Wait,
referring to
Vivian, what do you think it's gonna be?
A girl.
You think you're gonna have a sister?
What happens if it's a brother?
I cry forever.
Are you gonna come here?
Yeah, don't put it in a balloon and it flies away. You would pop it, and then there would be powder inside, blue or pink. Why do people do this? I don't think that's a fail. That one looks okay. Oh, he's just angry. He's not happy about it.
Oh, he doesn't want a girl?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think this is just... What?
3, 2, 1.
It's blue! I don't know if that's good or not. The old man fell down.
That's a pretty good one. That looks like a blue fart.
Nice. Yeah, that does look like a blue fart.
Open it all the way up. Open it all the way up.
It's pink. It's a girl. It's a girl. It's pink blue.
Open it up, Pete. What's
I'm
wrong,
happy
Bo?
about it. He doesn't want another... That makes sense to me. 2 sisters? That's scary.
Pull hard. Oh.
Boy.
I think the color's inside the cake. Is he happy or is he sad?
Everybody bite. Take a bite. Oh, I got a cake.
Well, I don't understand.
I don't know what's going on here. They kicked it over the fence?
Okay.
Oh, it's just in their neighbor's yard. She's gonna cry.
What color is it?
Blue.
What does that mean?
Girl.
It's a boy.
Very
This
nice.
is really fun.
Yes. I still think it's stupid though. I mean, it's a relatively new thing, but I don't know. Why do people feel like they need to make a big thing about whether it's a boy or a girl?
Let's
Anyway.
see the comments.
Comments.
No, I mean.
Oh, I thought you want to see the comments under the video. Oh, our comments.
I don't care about that comment.
I saw you wanted to scroll through the YouTube comments for an hour. I don't know.
All right.
Okay, so we've had two misunderstandings today. Number one, you thought I was saying gender review, which sounds very formal. It sounds like all right, everyone, a business meeting. And then, all right. I thought you were 33. Are you dyeing your hair? Says Silent Man. No, I really am 50. Happy birthday. I want to retire at 50.
Yeah, I'm 85. By the way.
85, yeah. That's right. Kubernetes, I'm turning 39. I'm turning 20 in 2 months ago. And I'm feeling really tired. It's too early to feel tired. There's a long way to go. Turning 24, there's no people have birthdays coming up. Nice. Okay. Well, one thing I want to do later after this, I want to talk about. I want to do a kind of quiz. It's kind of a quiz, but some of the questions are about how well you know your spouse, your husband or wife, and some of the questions. She's putting doorbell out. I saw her on the window. She was on the window back there. And some of the questions are about whether you know. So some things you know about your spouse and what you think they would do. I have a list of questions. We can do that in a bit. But first, I think because last week we were talking about adjusting to. Thanks, Carol. I appreciate that. We were talking about adjusting to life in America. So maybe we could talk a little bit more about it. So my situation is a little bit unique because I work in America, but I kind of do my own thing. But you actually work in an American workplace. So I'm curious.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Who else would I be talking to?
You can keep talking all day long.
Yeah, that's true. I can. I'm curious, what kinds of adjustments did you have to make between a Chinese workplace and an American workplace? What are the things that you have to change or adjust about yourself that allow you to do well in an American workplace? And if you don't maybe change those things, you're not going to do very well.
Okay.
What do you think? Or what? Maybe first, what things did you think, that's different than what I'm used to? What's different about an American? Because you work for an American company. What's different about? You've worked for several an American workplace compared
Right.
to a Chinese workplace, do you think?
I think something very positive actually. First one is everyone is treated pretty fairly. Like everyone, how can I? Let me think about this.
Okay.
Rephrase it.
Think about it. Equality?
Yeah, that's part of the thing. Some other stuff is everyone has a right to say something that is, if people are looking for some feedback from every single person.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, based on my background,
Do you mean like in maybe more often in Chinese companies it would be like the leader says something,
the
that's it.
micromanagement, yes.
Nobody can say anything.
I think I used to work in China, in a Chinese company. There is a kind of a company culture very common in China. If the leader if your manager says something, even though it's after work, you probably have to do extra or additional work just based on what the person told you to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like, okay, yes sir, I'm gonna do it.
Very
Don't worry.
top down, like the military kind of like.
So that's kind of very different culture. The work compare with working
And what
in America.
Can you express those feelings? Can you say? Can you say I think this is?
I mean, if you want to get into trouble, you're welcome to tell your manager. But I think work in America, the company, at least my company, will ask all employees to submit a survey, and nobody knows who is saying what.
Yeah.
But it will get a result about what the majority of the employees satisfied about working in the company. So part of the culture, based on my companies, they care about the satisfaction of their employees working in the company. I think that will impact to your quality of the work,
Mm-hmm.
your engagement, the motivation of working, providing quality work in the organization. I think that's a pretty good measurement.
And you can. I mean, it's encouraged to push back, right?
Right. One of the other things is
So
nobody wants to work for extra hours. It seems like everyone aware that you work from 9 to 5. So that's the time you're working, and after 5 nobody wants nagging you or say, hey, can you do me a favor, unless there is an emergency or you are playing a role. Certain things you have to work around. So that's already the policy based on what's the role, right? So I'm just an individual contributor in the company. Everyone is working. I'm working from home, by the way. Nobody is saying, hey, you have to be there at 9. You have to punch in or punch out, something like that. We don't have that policy. That means the company trusts every employee. So that is a positive point, because you can work very confidently. Like nobody is telling you what you should do. You know what you're doing. Your manager, company, from the leadership, they really trust your decision. I think that's a double win.
that's a pretty big trend. I think, as well as the. If I should just use my pet dinosaur to hold the door shut so that one of our cats doesn't get in, because she gets in and then she kind of just rubs all over everything, and it's a little annoying. I think that is a kind of modern thing in America too. I think Google was a big part of starting that culture of, if you decide that you need to go out and do something, or you need to come into work at 11 a.m. or whatever, you're a responsible adult human being. You should be able to make those decisions, and you don't have to, because we always had the culture before, the traditional culture of you punch in at this time, and if you don't punch in, then you get in trouble. That I know that's still there in America a little bit, depending on the type of workplace. For example, if you work in a customer service job, especially if it's a lower level service job, maybe you are a barista at Starbucks, you have to punch in on time. But I think a lot of the culture is moving to the direction of giving people a little bit more. If you have an opinion, say it. If you disagree, you can disagree. If you think you shouldn't be here today because you know what you're doing, that's okay. Yeah. A little bit more of that, which is good.
I think most of the people are willing to receive some feedback in order to improve themselves in the workspace, because it just really depends on who is your manager.
Yeah, that's true. That also matters a lot. Yeah.
So far, I like my company a lot.
Yeah, yeah, it's good. I mean, I think I like the trend in general, and I like that people can submit feedback to their leaders, their managers, and it's not that Chinese companies are not like that, but I think the culture is a little different. There's a little bit more of a, because you're my leader, I listen to you more, and I think here it tends to be a little bit more flat. The leader happens to be there, but really they're just there to organize things, and it's kind of flat because if you disagree, that's a good thing because you might come up with something better, right? Pushback is very important. How about making? Well, let me see. Let me read some of the comments. Luba, thank you very much. I thought Luke is in his 30s. No, I was in my 40s, and now I'm 50. He's really 50. Thank you. Yes, thank you for acknowledging that. You don't look 50. Wow, thank you so much. That makes me feel very good. Great.
Is that your purpose?
I'm gonna do 50 every single birthday until I actually am. That's my plan. One sec. Excuse me. What about making friends?
Making friends. Work is work. Friends are friends.
Yeah, but a lot of people make friends
separate
through
them.
work.
Yeah,
but a lot of
that's
people
true.
make friends because of work, right?
That's true.
If for someone struggling to make friends or make connections, let's say in the United States, what would be your advice?
How do you make more friends in the United States? Some of my friends is really from my workspace, but it could be pretty rare because you want to separate the professional people and your real life. But I think joining some activities and find some classes that you want to, for example, when I'm learning my trying to grow my career, and then I join to a school and then make a couple of friends. I think that's pretty good. So you have to be going out and social with the people and then find friends that you really want to make. So I think that's the pretty general tip. There is no like a pro tip.
Yeah, that is a pro tip though. I mean, I think you can't just walk up to people and say, "Hey, would you like to be friends?" I've actually had people do that to me. I've had people...
On the train?
No, but I've had people message me and say, "Hi, can we be friends?" And I think that's not a good way to start.
Did you report a junk?
No, I called the police immediately.
Good call.
Yeah. I think I agree. I think if you choose a set of activities that other people also do, that is the best way to make friends. So I think one thing that's decreasing probably is people making friends through work. And a lot of that is because especially if you work online, if you work remotely, it's much harder to make friends than you would have if you went into the office. Because when people are working remotely, they just want to they want to do their work, they want to do it well, and then they want to stop, and they're not saying, let's do a 15-minute side meeting where we just talk to each other. But that sort of thing does happen more often if you're in a physical workplace. So I think then the only thing you can do is increase your activities outside of work based on interests. So if you like reading, then join a physical book club. If you like hiking, then go hiking once a week with a meetup group. There's a meetup group near here called Hudson Valley Hikers. They meet all the time. I see their notifications. I've never gone because they go at 5 in the morning. But I could if I wanted to.
5 in the
They,
morning?
yeah, they go at 5.
Daily?
Yes, every day.
Cool.
But I've never gone. As you said, things like a class, if you're interested in learning something, it's another motivation to sign up for classes, especially if it's going to be very interactive, in-person, improv classes, book clubs, that sort of thing. You have a lot of opportunities to meet people. I've made friends through my book club.
I made friends from the design community.
Yeah, you made friends through from the design community, and I don't think it's that hard. You just have to find the right. Just don't expect it to happen randomly. You know, like you're gonna walk around and just make friends. You have to put in the effort.
I think it's a good approach to finding something in common, and then you always, have something to talk about, and then make sure that you guys can maintain the long friendship. The longer friendship. I think that's a good way too.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Not that. Well, yeah. I mean, there's a line also between friends and acquaintances. I have many acquaintances. There are a lot of people I know from all over the world. I don't know how many I would call close friends, though.
How many friends do you need in your life?
I just
Especially when you're 50 years old.
2 or 3, right? When you're 50, you got to just say, these are my friends. People actually seem to be. Lana says, I guess he's turning 40. That actually hurts even. That hurts. Ow, that's the worst one. Oh, no. Oh, my God, you don't look 50 at all. All of this is painful. Literally look like you're in your 30s. Thanks! Yeah. I didn't think anyone would actually entertain the idea that I was turning 50, but it surprises me that anyone took that seriously. I struggle to be honest all the time. I am not good at being sincere, and so I thought it would be funny to put 50 in the title of the video. I'm not 50.
25?
I'm not 40.
You don't look 50. You look more like 25.
Okay, I'll take that. Somewhere in the middle there, yeah. Closer to 25, though, than 50.
Your birthday, not me.
They
okay?
both look like they're in their 30s. Hey! No? Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Which is accurate, yeah.
Right.
We are. Why don't you have gray hair, Mr. I do. I have gray hair. I have a patch back here. Since I was 12 years old, I've had a patch of gray hair. If you look closely, I think you'll see that I have had
I look so blurry.
gray hairs for some. There are definitely gray hairs there. I think I have. See that? That's a gray hair. Do you see that one right there?
Right.
Yeah. She looks like she's 23. Hey, that's nice.
23. That's the reason every time I go to the alcohol liquor store, they always check my ID.
That's a compliment, right? They check your ID. That's nice. That's nice. You have to be 21 to buy alcohol in the United States.
23. That's very specific.
Damn, I'm 20 and I have a crap load of gray hair. Some people are born with a lot of gray hair, or they develop it even in their teens. I think it's a good look. If I had more gray hair, if my hair were gray, I would be totally fine with that. I'm looking forward to having all gray hair. Some people, one of her friends has very gray hair, and he's in his 20s.
Who you're referring
Sam.
to? Sam. Oh,
Sam has very gray hair, and it looks really cool.
it's really cool.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I wish I had Sam's hair. He's got almost 50-50 black hair, gray hair. Okay. Guys, I'm not actually 50, just so you know. Okay? I'm not actually turning 50. I'm turning 18. Okay.
18.
Yeah.
Whatever you say.
Whatever you say, boomer. Do you know about boomers? Do you know what a boomer is?
Always say something that surprise people. Always have a story to share and that just really blow people's mind. I don't know, I'm just guessing.
The boomer is a generation.
Oh.
My dad is a boomer. It's a specific age group.
Why?
Let's just name the generation. Boomers. Boomers born after 1945. Then Gen X. Then Millennials, which is me. And then Gen Z or Zoomers. By the way, could you do me a favor, please? This might be SU. Not sure what you mean there. No joke. I was covered in blood less than 6 hours ago. Parker, care to explain? Hopefully you didn't murder anyone. Hopefully it's just a bloody nose or something like that. What happened? Or maybe you were chopping up chickens or something? Salad with blood? Yeah, blood salad.
What happened? I hope you're fine.
Yeah, I hope you're okay. Okay, so the last thing I want to do, mushroom, is my friend and I saved an officer's life. What? Parker, please explain more. I'm very, just so those of you who can't see, a viewer from Twitch has apparently recently been covered in blood and saved an officer's life. That's an insane story. Parker, please tell more. I'm very curious. Could you please do me a favor? This might be a little silly quiz, but what does "just so you know" mean? Yeah. Well, I'm not really trying to do English stuff today, but I can just quickly say probably a better topic for Wednesday or Friday when I am by myself just yelling about English for hours. Just so you know is a way to let somebody know something in a sort of could be a formal way. It could be a way to make the news a little softer, but it could also be a little passive aggressive. Just so you know, you're not supposed to turn left there like that. It could feel a little passive aggressive. It depends on how it's used. It depends on who's using it. But the basic meaning is it's just a way to tell people something or inform them of something. When I hear just so you know, that my first thought is a Karen trying to explain how something works. Just so you know, you're not supposed to be in here after 6 o'clock. Just so you know. It sounds very passive aggressive.
I've never used that phrase.
I don't use it either.
Just, yeah.
Can you please make some immigration questions related to spouses in Canada? Afraid I don't know much about the Canadian immigration process. Roshni.
But there is a pretty good website that I can recommend.
What's that?
Go to google.com.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of that. So basically you go to Google and you just search what you want to know and then you get a bunch of answers. It's great. It's amazing.
Yeah. We just don't really know about that area, so don't really want to provide any answer because we don't have that knowledge base.
Right. We could tell you about the American immigration process.
Yeah, because we went through.
It's hell.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah. Hell for me.
Thank you, my husband.
No problem. That's why I'm going gray.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's why I bought you a telescope.
Thank you.
Birthday gift.
Wait, what?
No,
How does that connect? How is the telescope connected to immigration? So that we can see Canada?
I appreciate your help.
I see. Thank you so much.
I want to please you.
I see.
Actually, I didn't want to, but no, socialize.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We don't have to answer all of these questions, but I found 10 spouse questions. That means a spouse is either usually your husband or your wife, your partner, right? And I think we can both answer these questions.
Okay.
All right. It's kind of like it's part of it is what you know about the other person, and the other might be just sharing a memory or a fact. Okay. Ready? Question number 1. What one thing would your spouse grab if there were a fire? So if there were a fire, and we had to run out, what is the one thing I would grab? I'm thinking about what yours would be.
One thing.
Yeah,
That
it
could
does
be
not
everything in
including
it.
our cats or something. We assume that because they're not things, they're people. They're people.
There are things.
Right. So let's assume that we let Circle and Doorbell out.
Yeah.
They get out. You can grab. We have time to grab one thing. What's it?
What's your
One thing. One.
Okay. I don't know how to make that sound.
Okay.
One thing. I need to think about that. One thing.
Well,
I know.
but you also, okay. So you have yours. Let me think about what mine would be. Yeah. Okay. I got mine.
I don't know.
Now you have to guess what mine
I know.
is.
I'm not idiot. I know what you mean. All right. Can I say first?
Well, let me guess what yours would be. Wait, you mean you want to guess mine first?
Right.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's the thing right there. The station.
The computer? No. Of course not.
Oh.
This computer can burn. Everything I have is on the cloud.
Okay, can I have a second guess?
Yeah. I don't care about my computer. It's a thing.
I think you will get the documentation
Absolutely. Yes.
about this house.
That thing, that right there, that's what I would get. You're absolutely right. Because that is something that is very hard to replace. Documents that are very hard to replace. I would grab the packet that has the passports and the house stuff and the things that are very difficult to replace. I would grab that and run. My phone, my computer, I don't really care. It's just a local thing, and everything I have is stored online.
That's mine. Please let me know. Because I don't know.
No, that's not how the game works. You have to know yours first. I want to say all of your lipstick collection, but it would all melt pretty quickly. I would say, okay, I think maybe your yellow donut.
What the heck?
You would grab your donut seat and you would roll it out the door as the fire
That
was happening.
thing is
You'd roll it out the door.
That thing is 145 pounds.
Yeah, no, you'd roll. That's what I say. You'd flip it up and you would roll it out the door. That's what you would do. Is that right? Because that thing is not insured, right? If there were a fire, you don't have insurance for that thing, right? And so it's not easy to replace. Is that right?
That's super wrong.
Let's see. I just want to show
The
it here.
donut is super big.
Okay. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know why it's transparent, but it's a chair. It's a yellow donut chair.
Right.
And you like it a lot. And it's nice and it's kind of pricey and it's hard to replace.
This donut right there the rest of the time? Because I really like. I think, see, I look like an angel now.
Let's do it like, yeah, okay, how about this?
Can you put one for me, one for you as well? Another color for you. I like it. It's super cool. Okay. Now I have to take my donut. You have to make your donut slightly bigger than mine.
Yeah.
Do you want to have another color?
I think I should have the pink one.
Oh yeah. That might be not transparent. It is. Oh. Pink is your color.
I don't know why it's transparent though. That's weird.
That's good. I like it.
So yeah, I think because you can't think of anything else, I think
A little
that's
bit,
it.
you know. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
It's awesome.
All right, next question. So you don't have anything. You don't. I think you just grab circle, right, and go.
I will grab circle.
Circle is our one of our cats. One of them.
And another one.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Glad I have 2 arms.
Yeah, 2 cats, 1 in each arm, going. Meow, meow, meow. Wait, Parker. That's why we were covered in blood. Did I miss something
Did we miss
there?
anything?
I don't see anything. We need the whole story, Parker. A short description is fine. More details. Okay. What is the most memorable thing from your first date
First dates with who?
with me?
Oh. You need
No,
to
your
be
last
a little bit
boyfriend.
more specific.
Yeah. What's the most memorable thing from your first date with your boyfriend before you met me?
Okay.
No,
You.
with me. Yeah, of course. Of course.
What do you mean, of course?
Of course.
All right. Okay.
You don't even remember our first date, do you?
I remember.
What, are we talking about the Thai restaurant or the salsa place? Can I get rid of these?
No. Salsa restaurant. What do you mean?
That was
What's
actually our
this?
first date. You don't remember it though. I remember it.
A salsa restaurant.
The name is called salsa.
I don't remember. You can remove it if you want to, but I like
Put
it.
them a little higher. There we go. This is an advertisement. They should sponsor us.
Oh yeah.
These things are very comfortable. You can sit on them. It's so comfortable. We should show that thing.
You do
Maybe
stretch.
we can for next week we could do well, we each need one.
Oh, come on.
We could sit in them. Okay. So you don't remember anything?
I don't.
I remember our first
Salsa restaurant.
That's the name of the place. Our first date was at a kind of club restaurant bar thing called Salsa.
Has a second floor.
No, her friend was there on the date. So he was sort of helping with some translations. We were struggling to communicate.
Okay. Is that a bar?
It had a bar, but I think they
Had a
also
bar
served food.
downstairs.
Yeah.
And then we took a picture. Are we dating on the January 1st?
No, that wasn't a date. That was just when we kind of met for the first time. But I would not call that a date.
Maybe you and I have a different understanding about dating.
Okay. All right. Well, I just remember.
Skip this question.
All right,
I don't like
skip
it.
All right.
Next.
What is your spouse's favorite breakfast? So what's my favorite? What is my favorite breakfast?
Okay.
What's my favorite? I know what my favorite breakfast is.
You have to guess mine.
Oh. Favorite breakfast would be I would go with a garden omelet, vegetarian garden omelet, with a black cup of black coffee and a bowl of fruit. A bowl of fruit, garden omelet, cheese, veggies inside, and then black coffee.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much, yes.
那我呢？
你吗? Eggs.
Cooked how?
Just eggs.
Just eggs. Any kind of egg. Just crack eggs into my mouth.
That's so gross. Come on. Eggs.
But yeah, it's very important how they're cooked. I said specifically
Okay.
garden omelet.
Over easy.
Mm-hmm.
Eggs. 3 eggs.
Yeah, with
Avocados. And then a couple slices of bacon.
Thank you.
Barbecue sauce.
Maybe.
Ketchup.
If there are potatoes.
Salt and pepper.
Yeah.
A cup of black coffee.
Yeah.
And then after that, you would like to grab this donut and then eat.
I would say the barbecue sauce and the ketchup, I don't need unless there are potatoes involved. So if
Oh,
there
yeah.
are potatoes, yes. If there are no potatoes, I don't need it. The bacon, the 3 eggs over easy.
Can you lower my donut? Thank you.
Do you want it bigger or smaller? Is that good?
That's good.
Okay. All right. Who was the first person you told that you were getting married about? Wait, who was the... This is a weirdly... Okay. Who was the first person you told about getting married? To me. And how did they react? Who was the first person you told, and how did they react? This is for you. You don't have to guess me here. You just say you.
Why is this question all about me?
I mean, I'm going to say the answer too.
Who did I talk to?
I know the answer for you and myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who did I talk to?
You told your mom immediately. You
Oh.
told your mom. You called your mom and
thought
told
about
her.
that.
Yeah, you called your mom. So there was not a big... I didn't invite her into the middle of a basketball stadium and propose to her surrounded by candles with fireworks. There was no proposal. It was more like, what do you think if we got married? Maybe. What do you think about that? And she was like, well, yeah, I think that might be, yeah, okay. It was very natural. There was no, would you please, sort
We
of
had a
situation.
Pretty mature conversation about getting married. I think
A mature conversation between two adults.
Hey,
Yeah, for sure.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you please close that video? That picture really bothers me a lot.
Yeah,
It's not
that's very
making
disturbing.
me super uncomfortable. It's been there for the whole.
Yeah, I've been looking at it a couple times too, and I in the back of my mind I didn't like it, but I wasn't sure why I wasn't feeling good or happy. Oh, that's better. Okay, better.
Yeah.
So I think I texted my dad, and he said, I think he just said congratulations, and he said he was relieved. Later, he said he was relieved that he didn't have to attend a big wedding.
Your mom, your dad?
Yeah.
Okay, you told your dad first.
I think I texted my dad first, yeah.
Okay.
And because he knew we were going to get married in China, and he said, oh, thank God I don't have to go to a wedding.
Mm-hmm. I told my mom. My mom said, I don't remember what she was saying, but she was pretty cool about what.
You think she was relieved? Because there was a bit of pressure on you to get married.
I think my mom was, no. My parents, again, I have a Chinese parents. They don't really get
What?
involved. Is that surprising you?
That is surprising.
They don't really want to control me that much. They want me to make decision. I've been making decision when I was pretty young, and whatever that I decided, and they will support me. That's the part of thing that I really appreciate my parents. And then I think that's the reason that I know how to think individually. Like I don't want to listen. I want to know what's your opinion, but I know how to filter that out and understand what I really want. So that's the reason that why I feel confident to tell my parents just directly without just, I need to make a story around that. When they ask me, I need to get prepared. And when they ask me questions, I just totally to be honest to my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told my parents. My mom and dad said, all right,
Cool. We love that for you.
congratulations. When you guys come back home.
Yeah, because we lived with her parents for a few months, 1 or 2 months when we first got married.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I already answered that. Okay, a few more here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 more questions.
Okay.
What is one thing that you and your spouse have in common, and one thing that you do not have in common? I can answer that.
Can I think about that?
Yeah.
But you can answer first.
I can give my answer.
Of course you already have the answer because you wrote all the questions.
Right. One thing that we have in common, a very simple thing, is that we both like coffee. We both like coffee, and we both drink coffee every morning. I know that's a very ordinary, not a very special thing, but there are a lot of things like that, little life things that we have in common. We both like coffee. We both like to travel. We both like to do the same kinds of things in the evening. We have these little common things that we share that I think makes our relationship very natural, right? We don't like to say like one person wants to go out and party and the other person doesn't, or we have a lot of similar things like that, habits that make it very easy, comfortable, I think, to live together, especially. One thing that we don't have in common, I think, would be probably
interests.
Well, interests, I suppose. I was thinking of more life habits. When you're doing a task, you are completely focused on that one task and you get it done extremely quickly, and the rest of the world does not even exist for you, right? You're not even, if there were a fire and you had to grab something, you wouldn't even know that there was a fire, I think. You're just so focused on that. And I'm completely the opposite. I can focus on, or I can do 100 different things, but I'm not as focused on any one of them. So I kind of process more broadly, and I'm not as good at just doing one thing specifically. And that, I think, both have their pros and cons.
Yeah. That's why I'm more efficient.
Right.
Yeah, I know you're gonna disagree. But it's fine.
Long term, I think it's less efficient. Short term, it is more efficient. In the moment, it is more efficient. Long term, over several months, it's less efficient. My opinion.
I like to do things once I finish one thing and I finish that and I don't have to think about that anymore, and then I do the next one. And then everything should be in the right order because they might be, have dependencies or something. But I like to focus one thing. If I'm focusing on working on things, is someone trying to talk to me, I cannot hear anything.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if that's an issue or...
I don't think it's necessarily... I mean, you're good at focusing is not a bad thing. It's very useful, right?
Goal-oriented personality.
Yeah. Okay, so what is one thing that you think that we're very different on?
Very different is...
One thing we really don't have in common.
I think something is... I thought a really good one. I think you don't easily to give up on something. You like to figure out something by doing a lot of research. You're very detail orientated. I'm not really good at that.
Okay.
Like, for example, when we do the green card process, the bank purchase, the mortgage, that process, a lot of documentation stuff. I can sit there to fill all the form, but I might make a lot of mistakes. Not saying just spelling mistakes. Maybe there are a lot of things that is wrong, but you are really careful about the detail stuff. Make sure everything is correct. Yeah, so that's the...
I agree.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay, 4 more questions. These are things that you know, I think. That's one of these is really stupid. Well, I don't know. This might be the same question as the fire question, so maybe we should skip it. What is your spouse's most prized possession, the thing that I love most?
I don't know that 2 words, so let's skip this one.
Let's skip that one. What is your spouse's favorite TV show?
TV show.
Yeah. Please tell. You don't know this?
TV show?
My favorite TV show.
I know.
What is it?
The thing that you always watch.
Which is
so
what?
Many... There are people...
That thing I always
people
watch
are
is not an answer to the question.
A lot of people having so
What's
many
my favorite show?
weird
The
faces.
thing I always watch. What's it called?
Star Wars.
No.
Starship.
Star something.
Star something.
Star something. Star what? Star. It's not Star Wars.
Trek.
Eh? Yeah. Do you know how to spell it?
I don't. I just
You,
something.
Star Trek. That's right.
Star Trek. Okay.
Specifically, Star Trek: The Next Generation, Star Trek Voyager, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and Star Trek Enterprise. Those specifically four. Do not confuse me for a fan of the new era of Star Trek. I won't have it. But 90s, early 2000s Star Trek. Absolutely.
Every time you work, you have to play some videos and as a background things that.
It depends on what I'm
doing.
doing. There are some tasks where I cannot have anything playing in the background, where I have to focus 100%. But there are some tasks where I can get into a flow and I'll have an episode of Star Trek playing over here. I'm not really concentrating on it, but I can kind of do 2 things, 3 things, 4 things, 5 things.
What is mine?
It's that show that you watch.
The name. You asked me the name.
Anja. Anja.
Anja.
Anja is the real estate Chinese. By the way, if you want to start watching a Chinese TV show, the one show that we both really like, I don't know if it's her actual favorite, but it's the one that I really like to watch too. It's called Anja. It's called We Will. I think the English name is We. What is it called? We Will Find You a New Home. We Will Find You a New Home, I think is what it's called. I Will Find You a Better Home. That's what it's called. That's the English name. You can find it on YouTube. It's really good. It's amazing. It's a great show. But that's not your favorite. Your favorite is the one that you always... I don't know, is that your favorite or just what you always watch? What the heck is that stupid show called? The show with the palace and the emperor, and he's always dying. He's always in bed dying, and everyone's always crying. Everyone's angry, and the emperor's always in bed, and he's always just about to die, and everyone's upset all the time. What is it called? Sun Li is the main character.
甄嬛传. That's a Chinese show. It's pretty popular.
Is this it?
That's Anja, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a Chinese drama.
What's it called?
甄嬛传.
甄嬛
传.
传.
Right.
What's the English name?
I don't know.
Most famous Chinese show. It's got to be the most famous, right?
No.
Nope. 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 Nope.
No. Those are all... that show was like 10 years ago or maybe more.
But recently, Mushroom, you have another show.
See, what is the #1 TV show in China? Someone heard the Google know what's going on here.
What is the #1 TV show? Love Between Fairy and Devil. That's the one you've been watching recently.
Oh.
That's your recent favorite show. Which is, by the way, the English translation of that title, Love Between Fairy and Devil, it's not great. It should be Love Between a Fairy and the Devil or something like that.
That's fine. Who
It's
cares?
not great. It sounds a little awkward. Okay, 2 more questions here. How would you describe your spouse's sense of fashion? I can start on that one. I think you used to have a very postmodern sense of fashion where it was all kind of big baggy clothes that were very fashionable and trendy, but it could be worn by either a boy or a girl. Some of it, I think now your style is becoming a bit more softer colors, and a bit more, let's say, grown up, feminine. I think before you had somewhat clothes that maybe boys or girls could wear, right? And now it's more... Is that right? Would you say that's accurate?
You can wear this, actually.
Yeah, exactly. If it were bigger.
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
Yeah. Accurate, yeah.
Okay, what about me?
Everything black.
Or
what?
I mean, this is not black.
It's pretty close.
It's
You
pretty
see
close.
camera?
Yeah. Very dark.
Dark, yeah.
Dark blue, black,
dark,
and gray.
Gray.
No logos.
No logos.
Dark blue, black, gray, no logos.
Right.
Yeah, this is my only shirt that has color on it. See those spots?
I also don't like logos on the
Yeah,
iPad.
that's one thing we have in common.
Right.
That's foundation.
Foundation. Yeah, you wear foundation.
No, I'm not. I used to wear foundation for my videos, and now I don't.
Why?
Let's not get into it. Yeah. What color? Last question. The stupidest question. What color were the flowers at your wedding?
Do we have wedding?
No.
The color of my, what do you mean?
So there were no flowers because we didn't have a wedding.
Correct. Who needs a wedding?
We got married in the government office of the province where we had to get married.
Of course, everyone does.
Yeah.
Very meaningful.
It was beautiful. There might have been flowers there, but I didn't notice it.
Oh, we have picture. They have a fake red flower,
Right.
red rose.
Right, in the office.
In the office, yeah. They have to take photos. There were a professional photographer and taking photos for you, and then ask you, okay, $1 for one picture.
I was wearing a flannel shirt, a gray fleece. I think you were wearing a stocking cap.
Oh.
I think maybe no. You took
No,
it off
I
for
were-
that. It was
yeah,
cold
yeah.
outside though, because it was January in the northeast of China. It was freezing cold. It was
Right.
very cold. So we didn't actually have a real wedding. We just did the ceremony.
We had a family.
There was a
dinner.
little bit of a family dinner thing with her family, but it was attached to a more important wedding, and so we were kind of just in the corner on a table, and it was great.
Right.
Man, this room is so minimalist. Okay, well, maybe I can talk about that. So, it's not necessarily because Sato Manchuria is no longer a thing. That region is still there, but it was only called Manchuria during a specific historical period in China. Anyway, this is the only room we haven't decorated yet. So we bought a new house earlier this year, and it's been a big project decorating everything, buying furniture, the guest room and the downstairs, and so this is my office. It's the last room to be decorated. So eventually I will have decorations here, and we might in the future we can actually sit on if we have a sofa in here and a chair, I'd like to do that. That'd be better. Right. All right. See if we missed any questions. I wish we could have heard about the blood story, but unfortunately, Parker said I posted the big story, but I didn't see it posted, so I can't read it. But I would like to know more about it. You just didn't send it. Kubernetes. I booked my wife a wedding dress, but she couldn't get it on the wedding. Oh, she couldn't get it on the wedding day because she was pregnant.
That's cute. Then who cares about the dress, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Do you think people own a dress and they keep that, or is it better to rent it?
Well, I'm not perfect person to answer that question because I don't want to have that dress because it's too much.
I think if you're gonna have a wedding dress, you should buy it because then you have it in your closet as a memory.
Why do you need it? It's a giant big thing and then it's occupy a lot of
Put it in
space.
storage. Put it in the. You can crumple it up into a little ball and put it in storage. All right. Well, I think we're gonna go make some waffles now. You ready for that, Mushroom?
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll be able to go get Zaka today. Maybe. Who knows? All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. If you haven't already done so, would appreciate if you could hit the like button. That helps. It's a very little thing you can do to support the channel. If you're listening, show support where you can. Apple Podcasts, I think you can rate 5 stars. Spotify might be a thumbs up as well, but I still can't figure out what that is. So if you're listening, do that thing there. You can check out my full courses in the links in the description. One of those is free, so if you click on the first link in the description, you'll see a free course called Natural English Conversations. It's a great place to start, and as I said, it is free. Free. Anything else, Mushroom? Is there anything else? Oh, where's... Anything else? No. Everyone, also, we are sponsored today by these donuts. Just kidding. They'll be cool, though. They should sponsor us. Go buy these. Go find them and buy them. Buy 10.
They'll give you a box.
All right, let's go make some. Let's go make some waffles. Cool. See you, everybody. Bye-bye. Have a nice weekend. Stay safe. Have fun. Take care. Bye-bye.